There, a childlike figure appears. When the footage is brightened, two glowing eyes can be seen staring back. It could have been a doll, but dolls don't usually reflect light like that. The person recording panicked and ran out, still unsure if it was just a doll or something else. Two friends had just finished putting up their Halloween lights when one of them filmed a short clip. At first, everything seemed perfectly normal, but later, on playback, something unsettling appeared. Between the laughter of the decoration and the end of the video, a low muttering can be heard. They confirmed it wasn't either of them, leaving the question of who or what it was still a mystery. A Reddit user and a friend explored an abandoned hospital in 2019. They climbed up to the attic roof. The place felt quiet and empty. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary as they moved around. The Reddit user snapped a photo of their friend. At the time, they saw no one else there. But later, while scrolling through the pictures, they noticed something deeply unsettling. A figure appeared behind the friend. It had gone completely unnoticed until that moment. Was it someone secretly following them, or something paranormal still lingering in the abandoned hospital? It was late at night when someone knocked at this man's door.
Yo, you good, son?
I am. I told you I'm from Africa. You know me uptown? No?
Yeah, what you doing up here?
Because I think I was looking for you.
What you looking for me for?
I like you.
You got the wrong door, man.
No.
Yeah.
I got the right person. Maybe it's the wrong address, please.
When he opened it, a woman stood there, holding something in her hand. Her voice sounded strange, almost unnatural, and the tenant immediately felt uneasy. Someone who later saw the footage thought it looked like a setup. But the most disturbing part? The woman insisted she had found the right person and refused to leave.
Because I think I was looking for you.
What you looking for me for?
I like you.
This Reddit user hosted a Halloween party and finally called it a night around 3 a.m. But as he slid into bed, he felt something pressing beneath the sheets. When he pulled back the covers, he was shocked to find a small wooden cross tied with twine. He asked every guest, but no one admitted leaving it. To this day, he has no idea who placed it there or why. One thing's for sure, I would have gotten rid of it immediately.
Oh, yeah. Play in the next tab for free now.
If you have any questions, I'll solve them for you. Ask me, and Pill Pill is very easy. We're happy to compete.
For weeks around Halloween, a man kept hearing strange noises outside his door at night. At first they were faint and hard to place, but one night the sounds grew clearer. It wasn't random anymore. It was a woman's voice. It didn't feel natural. The voice came directly from the door, like something was trying to lure him into opening it. He refused, convinced it wasn't human. Some believe it was a mimic, an entity that copies voices to gain entry. But since it was around Halloween, maybe someone was just playing a prank on him. A Reddit user boarded a train late one night, but what he saw made his blood run cold. Just 2 seats away, a person in a disturbing costume sat motionless, staring directly at him. Fortunately, nothing bad happened. Most likely it was just someone on their way to a Halloween party. But still, encountering something like this on a late-night train is deeply unsettling. A YouTuber named Suspect Sky and his wife were convinced something was hiding inside their small closet. With the camera rolling, he approached slowly and pulled the door open. It was empty. They felt a wave of relief, but the air in the house still felt heavy. Not wanting to risk it, they left quickly. Only later, while reviewing the footage, did they realize their fear had been justified. Something had indeed been there. A home security camera captured a little girl standing at the basement doorway. She stopped as if deciding whether to go inside. Then a faint hand appeared, motioning her forward. The girl waved back. The family cat stood nearby, watching the same spot. The mother had set up the camera because her daughter often stayed in the basement. When asked, the girl said she was with her imaginary friend. The video left the family questioning if it was only an imagination or something real in the basement. This man was jolted awake late one night when he noticed movement in his room. Terrified, he quickly grabbed his phone and snapped a photo. The picture came out blurry, but something was there. He insists he doesn't own any masks or props that looked like what appeared in the image. And strangely, these disturbances always seem to happen around 4 a.m. To this day, he still can't explain what his camera caught that night. A woman sat alone in front of her TV, scrolling on her phone. But when she looked up, she froze.
So I'm home alone, right? I'm sitting here watching TV. And I'm like, I'm going back to my room. Once again, I just got done doing laundry at my sister's. So I'm about to go put everything up. Home alone with my dogs. And I think it's back.
Someone seemed to be sitting beside her, but there was definitely no one else next to her, or even in the room. She began recording as proof and shared it online. People suggested it might be a spirit tied to the apartment. For her, the experience was far from funny. Still, since she doesn't really show any proof of being alone, it's hard to believe.
Ready for another week of offers that are worth it? From Monday, October 27th to November 2nd, saving twice as much with Lidl Plus is worth it. This week only, get the Reserva Serrano ham for $3.16 and the 4L detergents for only $5.75. 20% savings, 100% satisfaction. But at Lidl, you don't just save twice as much, you also eat better. This week, save on your fresh fruit and vegetables with our red apple at $1.39 per kilo or our lettuce for only $0.79. Did you think that was all? There are still these great offers that you can't miss. Carbonell mild olive oil at $3.75 and rustic bread at $0.92. Flavor, quality, and great savings. At Lidl, we don't forget the traditions that we must cherish. That's why this week you'll find bouquets of chrysanthemums for just $2.99 and medium bouquets of flowers for $449. A detail that says a lot and costs very little. And to end the week with a special touch, Deluxe is back with top quality products. From Friday, October 31st, asparagus from Navarra Extra for $6.99 and tuna fillets for just $2.99. Gourmet quality at a price for everyone. The Christmas spirit is already in the air. At Lidl, we're helping you welcome it as it deserves. This week, the new Favorina Creamy Chocolate and Chocolate Truffle Nougats are coming for $2.29 and Banoffee Chocolate for $1.99 because Christmas starts whenever you want it to. At this time of year, it's also nice to stay at home. And to make sure you're comfortable, at Lidl we have what you need. Starting Monday, October 27th, electric heating pad for $16.99, foot warmer for $21.99, and this great Singer sewing machine for $99.99 because taking care of yourself and your loved ones is worth it, and because there is no better combination than style, comfort, and a good price. At Lidl, dressing as you is worth it. Starting Friday, October 31st, take advantage of Smara cardigans for $10.99, knitted gers for $6.99 and gers for men for only $8.99.99 because fashion and savings can go hand in hand. See you next time with more prices that will leave you speechless and your cart full.
Hoy no es un día cualquiera. Vine al aeropuerto de Madrid a buscar a una gran amiga que por fin viene a vivir a España. Todavía no caigo. Vamos a recibirla para que su llegada al país sea lo más cómoda posible, como corresponde. ¡Amiga! ¡Cómo te extrañé! ¡No lo puedo creer! Sí. Gracias por venir a buscarme. Por favor, mirá si terminaba saliendo por la puerta equivocada y terminás en un bus a Valencia.
No, tampoco para tanto. Ya vas a ver que en un mes soy madrileña.
Me encanta escuchar eso. Dale, vení que te acompaño al doctor.
¿Qué me vas a tener que ayudar con un par de cosas?
Obvio, para eso estamos. ¿Pero pudiste adelantar desde Argentina?
Me vine a España con Laura y con Miguel. ¿Qué más querés?
Espectacular.
Me gustaría que me ayudes a conseguir un banco. ¿Conoces alguno que sea tranqui con las comisiones?
Sí, sabes que a mí me recomendaron CaixaBank, que de hecho podemos abrir la cuenta online ahora cuando llegamos al departamento, que es gratis y no tiene comisiones.
¿Posta?
Posta. Ahora, lo importante, ¿tenés hambre? Porque quiero que pruebes algo que te va a encantar.
Obvio. ¿Y cómo se supone que se come esto? Es más grande que yo.
Y bueno, mira, este es el famoso bocadillo de calamares.
¿Qué me decís? Tremendo.
De acá el retiro entonces, ¿no? Por favor. Muchas gracias. Gracias.
Che, ¿normalmente cómo se paga acá en España?
Mira, yo casi que no manejo efectivo. Igual si necesito paso por un cajero automático.
¿Pero cuánto te cobran?
No, si sos cliente de CaixaBank, nada. Bueno, yo puedo sacar plata a débito gratis a cualquier hora del día. Este es el mío, vas a ver que están por todos lados.
¿Es una plena calle?
Amiga, bienvenida a España.
Me parece loquísimo.
A dog owner lived alone with her 2 pets. One night, after a late walk, she snapped a picture of one of them sitting on a chair. At first glance, it looked like a normal photo, but when she sent it to someone, they told her to look again. In the doorway behind the dog stood a dark figure, completely black, blending with the shadows, yet its shape was unmistakable. It seemed to be watching her. She shared the photo online, asking for others' opinions. But honestly, I think we can all agree this isn't just pareidolia, right? A woman checked her doorbell footage while at work after getting a motion alert. At first, everything looked normal. A flower pot sat on the porch full of fresh blooms. But behind the flowers, partly hidden in the shadows, stood something strange. A pale, human-like figure faced the house, motionless and silent. The woman has long claimed her house is haunted, with odd things happening over the years. Still, actually visually seeing it there like that was terrifying. Todd Peterson had been experiencing strange activity in his home. One day, he decided to record it. The lock was stiff, requiring extra force to move. He stepped back, holding the camera steady. At first, nothing happened, but then the door shifted on its own.
Okay, I'm gonna lock this. It's my bedroom door. I'll lock it. Okay. Now. Wonder if it's gonna do it this time. Probably not. What the fuck?
The clip lasted less than a minute, raw and unedited, with no clear explanation. A woman named Courtney recorded something strange inside her home.
Literally nothing here. My baby is sleeping. Don't have a remote. It's just its own thing.
The family dog reacted too, growling at nothing visible. Later, while Courtney was folding laundry, another incident occurred.
See how it goes, and we drive there. It's 2.5 hours away, and it looks exactly like my vision. And immediately in my heart, like I cannot explain the feeling in my heart. Like it just felt warm, and I'm like, this is my vision. And you guys are like, wow, this sounds like such an amazing story. God is good. God is great. He is all the time. But there's more to it. And this is just, wow. Looking back, I'm like, God really, he just loves us so much. But, so I secured that wedding venue. It's great. Everything's good to go. I signed the papers. I called Drew. He was like in his sick at PA school at this time. And so he couldn't tour with me at a test that day. And I was like, this is it. This is my vision. And so fast forward to the wedding day. Fast forward to the wedding day.
A baby bottle slid across the room, landing near her. Terrified, she grabbed her child and left the room. Both events remain unexplained. A couple was standing near their motorbike at night, enjoying a fun evening, completely unaware of what was unfolding behind them. As the camera rolls, a strange figure can be seen crawling closer and closer. The couple, still distracted, never notices a thing. But when the video cuts off abruptly, leaving no clue about what happened next. Was it just someone playing a prank, or was there something far more unsettling at play? This photo was taken during a Halloween party at a local club. Children were sitting on the floor in costumes when a parent snapped a picture. But when she looked back at it, something strange appeared. A white figure in the middle of the dance floor. The shape looked blurred and glowing, unlike anyone at the party. None of the adults were wearing such a costume, and no one recognized it. The children, however, seemed unaware, sitting calmly around it. Whatever it was, it looked completely out of place. A team entered an old orphanage that had later been turned into a satanic church. They came after urban explorers had captured footage of a shadow figure inside.
Just a couple urban explorers inside the building, and actually you saw a shadow figure in that video, and you sent it over to me, and I was like, no doubt that that's a shadow figure. So we definitely know that shadow figures are here roaming about. But also another thing,
from the moment they stepped in, the atmosphere was unsettling. Disturbing symbols covered the cracked walls, and strange objects littered the floor. Their EMF meter suddenly spiked.
whoa, what? We are getting, for a building with absolutely zero electricity, that makes no sense.
Soon after, they picked up an EVP and heard slow, deliberate footsteps echoing down a dark hallway.
Oh, are you kidding me? Is there somebody following us? Can you go over and touch the REM pod again? Hey, Cam. I just heard footsteps right behind me.
When they asked the spirits to give them a sign, this happened.
Definitely know what you're talking about. And whoever is here is totally fine talking to us as well. To us as well. Into us as well. Into us as well.
Moments later, the team got the fright of their lives.
Can you knock on something? I don't want to leave, but I mean, we have no source of communication right now, so just in case something does happen. Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Shaken and terrified, they left, unsure of what they had truly encountered. A couple had just moved into their new home and were spending their very first night there when something strange happened.
So, we were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you. Like, we literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure.
Each knock grew stronger, as if something was forcing its way inside. When he opened the door, nothing was there. They couldn't explain it, and it felt like something in the house didn't want them there. A man shared two strange clips online. The first one was filmed inside a funeral parlor where coffins were on display.
Hay algo aquí porque
The multi-layer design protects the food product inside from light, oxygen, microorganisms for up to a year so that it can be distributed without refrigeration, without preservatives. In what we call life cycle analysis, it has the low.
se empiezan a mover así como que medio raro. Miren, 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 miren. Miren cómo se mueve, miren, 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 miren. Miren cómo se mueve. No hay nada. No hay nada, no hay nada, no hay nada. Es mi compañero, pero...
He noticed one closed coffin shaking on its own, but when it was opened, nothing was inside. In the second clip, he stood in a hallway lined with steel bars for no clear reason. Then, this happened.
Otra vez, con ruidos. Estoy solo en la chingada. Estoy solo. A la chingada. A la chingada. A la vez. No mames, no mames, no mames. A la chingada.
Some people believe it was staged, but it's hard to tell. This family believes their house is haunted. The daughter first heard noises upstairs and saw the closet door moving on its own. But when she checked, no one was there. Later, the mother was in the basement doing laundry. She noticed a hanger swinging, then moving violently again as if something wanted her attention.
Okay. This side of the basement always freaks me out. Hello? Oh my god. I know, I just stopped that thing.
With more than one family member experiencing things in different parts of the house, it no longer feels like a coincidence. The family is left questioning if they should stay or leave before it gets worse. When a man retrieved his trail cam from the forest around his property, he found something quite terrifying. A clown noticed the camera, leaned close to the lens, then walked off into the dark woods. The late hour and remote setting made it all the more disturbing. His deliberate approach toward the camera made it clear he wanted to be seen. But what was he doing there? A man was about to leave when he heard his front door creak open on its own. Right after, the lights inside began flickering. No one else was in the house. The night was calm, no wind, no movement outside. It wasn't clear if it was a break-in, something paranormal, or something worse.
A veces somos de dos deditos y otras de a rebosar. Somos muy de comer orejas, sí, pero también muy de apoyar. Y ya sabemos que quien no apoya, somos como somos. Pero sobre todo, somos muy de celebrar. Whiskey Dick, celebremos lo que somos.
In 2019, a nurse filmed an elderly woman who wanted to bless a room known as the death room. The woman prayed and held her rosary. Suddenly, this happened.
Heavenly Father, I ask for your divine presence to fill this space. May your light shine brightly through every room, cleansing this home of any negativity, fear, or unrest. Let peace dwell in every corner and love be the foundation of every wall. Bless this home with your protection, surrounding it with your angels, and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your blessings. In Jesus' name.
It flew upward without explanation. Staff and residents tried cleansings and more prayers, but the strange events continued.
Where's your other stuff? Hey. You only have one? Use it. See that?
The footage still haunts the nurse, and no one knows why room 112 behaves this way. This image was uploaded by an anonymous user who claimed it was taken in the attic of their old house. The space had been sealed in darkness for years. When they used a camera flash to capture the hidden corners, the photo revealed more than just dust and forgotten objects. A faint, human-like figure appeared in the shot. Some viewers said it looked like a woman, with a face, a hand, and even a flowing dress. A YouTuber named Maximus and his friends gathered on Halloween night in a shed to try out a Ouija board. At first, they treated it like a joke. The pointer didn't move, and nothing seemed to happen. But after they started asking more direct questions, something finally did.
Are you there?
Maybe lift your arms up.
Why?
Cause it...
What?
Yo, what?
Are you standing next to Frank Tilton?
Are you Frank Tilton?
When was he born?
Stop playing. Stop.
Oh my god, no way! That actually fell!
A small object in the shed suddenly fell off. They brushed it off, but decided to leave shortly after. Their nervous excitement made the video feel strangely real. One Halloween night at 3 a.m., Bonita was alone in her kitchen when something truly strange happened. Her husband was out, and relatives who had been staying with her were away. The family had gathered at the house after the recent passing of Bonita's grandmother. When they later reviewed the security footage, they noticed a shadow quickly passing by, just before the stove began slamming shut on its own. Some believe the strange event was her grandmother's spirit. Others think it had another cause. But, to this day, the footage has no clear explanation. Since the family had moved into the house, the neighborhood had always felt off. Strange vibes, and neighbors who seemed a little unusual. The homeowner began feeling uneasy every night after the family went to sleep. Searches and cameras showed nothing, but the fear stayed. It was an unexplainable feeling of not being alone, not being safe. On Halloween night, they left the house to stay with family, knowing it wouldn't feel safe. They set up cameras again. The footage revealed a creature outside the window. Its skin was red, its eyes glowed, and its sharp teeth pressed against the glass. It never moved or made a sound, but its silent watch was enough to terrify the family. Was their neighborhood trying to scare them off, or was it something we don't understand? On Halloween night, a group of friends gathered by a campfire near a lake. One of them filmed the moment on his phone, but later realized he had captured more than expected. As the camera pans, a figure seems to move from the group straight into the flames. When the clip was posted to the Ghost subreddit, opinions split. Many insisted it was nothing more than lens flare, but the uploader and some viewers weren't so sure. A woman woke in the night to strange sounds inside her home. She held her camera and walked through the dark hallway as bangs echoed around her. But the noises came again, this time from the room she had just left. She was home alone, terrified.
Oh my God.
Sadly, no updates were shared, leaving us to wonder how she handled the situation. And for more Halloween videos, just watch this next one.
¿Te acuerdas del que te iba a encontrar un coche espectacular? Pues aquí estás, espectacularmente tirada. La próxima, confía en coches.net.
Something just moved behind me. Now, on this particular night, Bill and his teenage son are performing a paranormal investigation in the attic of an allegedly haunted house in West Allis, Wisconsin. And things get weird.
On the floor. So. 56? 70? Between.
Without them knowing, a voice seems to whisper, "Go outside."
7.
But what happens next shocks them to their core.
Like 12:30. And I think that it was about an hour since we heard those footsteps coming through here, but I don't know what that was from. What's our average temperature? It's about 37, 38. That's why I'm cold. And I'm getting like a 0.2 all the way through the room. Like it's going to 45. There's 50. Oh, I got a 50. I got a reading here. Okay. Ow. I got a reading here. Okay. Ow.
Bill and his son have had enough. They just run right out of the attic. But when Phil uploads the video, many viewers claim that they can actually see something sitting in the chair that slides out. But What do you think? The Wandering Patient. This next video takes place in an allegedly haunted hospital. Now the story goes that the spirit of a little girl who passed away still wanders the hospital halls, unable to move on. Down in the hospital cafeteria, the staff working the late night shift experience something that makes their blood run cold.
Ay, no, no me están asustando, yo quiero llorar. Está grabando. ¿Está grabando?
Ya deja de jugar, niña.
Ay, no, Dani, ya he miedo.
Pequeña.
No mames, no mames.
Pequeña, que estamos jugando, ven acá.
Ya se fue para allá. Se abrieron las de allá. Se abrieron las dos. Ya se salió, a lo mejor. Ay, no. Ay, no, no. Nunca me asusto, pero ahora, mire. Nunca me asusto. Y ahora. Ay, no mames, no, ya.
¿Qué necesitas, pequeña? ¿Eh?
No. ¿Ocupas algo? Ay, no.
Pequeña. ¿Ya prendió la luz?
Now, the hospital night staff all know the creepy story of the little ghost that supposedly wanders the hospital. So they watch in terror as the cafeteria gates and automatic door open and close on their own, almost as if someone is walking there. But as the doors close, a small dark figure can be seen walking by the doors on the other side. But whatever it is, it somehow just doesn't trigger the automatic doors. So could the stories be true? And is the hospital indeed haunted by the spirit of a little girl? I leave that up to you to decide. The Madison Seminary. Two teams of paranormal investigators decide to explore the allegedly haunted Madison Seminary in Madison, Ohio. Madison Seminary was built in 1847, and over the years the building has been used as a school, a hospital, a mental asylum, and even as housing for the grieving families of men who died in the Civil War. With a long, dark history like that, it's no surprise that many ghosts are said to haunt its abandoned halls. So one spirit in particular is said to be that of a very unfriendly doctor who tries to frighten and physically attack anyone who visits Madison Seminary. Now, the team of paranormal investigators has just started to explore the building when investigator Mandy notices something very odd.
You're super red.
What? Am I gonna die?
Wait, what?
I'm gonna die.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he's super red. Look at that.
Oh, something just came through.
Hey. Oh, it's a pain.
Oh, what the? It almost looks like a thumb.
That's weird. What?
Yeah.
It's a weird spot, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even feel anything. Like, it doesn't feel like anything right now.
No, that's weird.
I guess we'll see if it does start to feel like something.
Turn around again?
So it's burning or something?
I mean, that it's so red.
I know, it doesn't feel like anything. It's weird.
Ghost hunter Steve is shocked to discover that a large red mark has suddenly appeared on the back of his neck, but he says he doesn't really feel a thing. So the group continues upstairs where the angry spirit of the doctor is said to sometimes appear. As they record, they capture something that is downright creepy.
Yeah, there's like a male voice down there. It was like 2 or 3 words.
Doctor! It just said doctor.
Right after we heard male voice, it said doctor.
Yeah.
So the thing is, he says he doesn't like to be called a doctor because he says he was a surgeon. So people call him a doctor and it makes him angry. So we call him a doctor, usually.
Is there a doctor down there? Oh, did you hear that? Yeah. I definitely heard a voice coming from down there.
The group hears a male voice coming from somewhere in the attic. But did you see it? Right after the investigators hear a voice and their obelisk ghost box says the word doctor, a small dark figure can be seen running into the attic hallway. The ghost hunters don't even notice the odd figure and only see it once they review their footage later. So did they capture the spirit of the old hospital doctor on camera? You decide. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Club Paranormal. caught on camera. Late one night, Claire Mills from Manchester, England gets a notification on her Ring camera that someone is moving around in her front yard. For obvious reasons, Claire is a bit worried, and she immediately checks the